Take time away from the modern day distractions. I was at work the other day and I was having a conversation with a girl, and she asked me, what do you do outside of work? Because you don't watch TV, you don't really go on social media, you don't do the same stuff as other people. And then I was truly thinking as well, I was thinking it's kind of crazy overall how many people are addicted to these modern day distractions, these modern day things. And it's easy to fall into a trap of that nowadays. It really is. It's so common nowadays to have a social media addiction, have a YouTube addiction, Netflix addiction, porn addiction, which is probably the worst of them all. And you forget that you actually have free time other than doing them things. Once you get rid of them things, like I've done, I've got rid of a lot of the modern day distractions. Of course, I still use YouTube to get these videos across, and I do watch content on YouTube. But overall, I've got away from a lot of the modern day distractions, and I felt a amazing increase on my mental health overall. But it's so crazy to think that a lot of people are still in this modern day distraction cycle, and they don't understand that there's a way out, in a sense. And I'm not saying this person had that mind, but I'm just thinking from the perspective of, it's crazy when you truly think about it. A lot of people don't even understand that they have that spare time, if they take away from that, to better their mental health, to better themselves, to better their situation, to do different hobbies. They don't understand that they have that time when they take away from them things, because it's so normal, and it's so normal in this modern day. And that's what I found. Everyone in my family is still the same like that, and pretty much everyone I interact with like that. And it's not sad in a sense if they enjoy it, but it's sad in the sense if they don't enjoy it and they're not happy with their life. That's when it's sad in a sense, because you don't understand you can break out of that image overall. And it's so easy to fall into this modern day trap, these modern day technologies, getting addicted to them, getting invested in them, especially emotionally invested. It's so easy to get into emotionally invested into this drama, this thing. But overall, it doesn't necessarily serve you in the long term in any way. In any way. You may get a few laughs out of it, and it's all right to unwind sometimes and watch a film or whatever, but if you are doing it constantly all the time to just distract yourself from your own reality, you're not truly addressing anything in your own reality, if that makes sense. You're not truly addressing your own reality, which is sad, because that's going to keep you in that cycle with that same reality. That's going to keep you in the cycle with that same sadness, that same reality, that same pain, in a sense, because you're not doing anything to break out of that. You're not making any changes to break out of that. And that's a tough place to be in. That truly is a tough place to be in. And I used to be in a cycle of that, though. That's the bad thing. I used to be in a cycle of constant social media use. Like I've said time and time before on this channel, like 7-8 months ago, I used to always just use Instagram and these apps, Snapchat and all this, just go on them. And Instagram was the worst for me overall. And I just look at people, look at what they're doing. Look at what this person from school from years ago is doing. Look what from this one person I met on a night out's doing. Look from this person I played football with is doing. And then seeing celebrities, seeing all these different things. And you get caught up and wrapped up in this bubble of social media and all these things, and you literally lose yourself. You lose your life. You lose the things outside of yourself. You lose the actual gratitude and happiness for the world around you. For example, I'm sat out in nature after work, after a lot of work, a lot of hard shift, but I'm truly feeling grateful and happy, even though I've done loads of steps and I feel a bit tired or whatever, but I'm truly feeling grateful and happy. And if I didn't take the time to get away from these apps, get away from a lot of this stuff, meditate, journal, build this channel a bit, put effort into me and take a lot of time away from it, and then you look at a lot of things that help me, I wouldn't see this growth in myself, which is sad to say. I wouldn't have seen this same growth in myself of who I thought I am and who I knew I could be. And I'm slowly fulfilling who I could be. And it's taken time, and I'm nowhere near there yet, but I'm slowly fulfilling who I want to be, and it feels amazing, it feels exceptional to do that. But if I didn't take that initial step away, I wouldn't have seen that, if that makes sense. And I want the message overall in this video for you lot to be, take a step away from these modern apps. Take a big step away from these modern apps, because it wraps you in and it takes your time and it leverages your attention for money. It literally leverages your attention, you on these apps, you on these social media sites, you on these social media influencers. You are literally giving your time to them, and you're not truly bettering you, in a sense, you know? you're not truly better in your own situation in a sense. And if you're sad in your situation especially, that should be one of the last things you could do, you know? And I understand sometimes you need to distract yourself from, say, if you're not happy in your reality. But if you're not doing things to break out of that reality and you expect it to change, you're going to be in a never-ending cycle if you don't actually take the time away from that and use that wisely, you know? And I was in a position, not an extreme position, but I was in a position where I wasn't happy with my life. I remember September last year, before I went away to Finland, I was really upset in my life, and I had suicidal thoughts, which was weird for me at that time because I had deep suicide thoughts not too long ago, like 2 years ago, before that, year and a half ago. But it just came back out of nowhere, and it was because I had nothing that I actually enjoyed in my life in a sense. I relied on someone for my happiness, but that ended up breaking anyway. But I didn't have anything for me to truly enjoy, if that makes sense. I didn't have anything in myself that I truly liked about myself. And I wasn't truly grateful for myself and what I was doing for myself. And I wasn't trying to break out that reality. And I was giving all my attention to these social media apps, these Instagram, YouTube, Netflix, video games. That's what I used to play a load of as well. I used to play UFC 3. I used to fucking bug out loads, FIFA and all these things. But the sad truth is I wasn't happy in my life. I wasn't happy in me. And that translated in me feeling terrible. That translated in me treating people terrible. Well, not necessarily even meaning treating people terrible, but I wasn't giving my full self to them. I wasn't giving them me, you know? And it's weird now because I don't even have a TV in my room. It's literally locked away in a cupboard. And my Xbox is in there as well. And I don't even use it. And I don't even have the urge to use it now. And I'm so far gone from that stuff now. And I'm so grateful in my life as well. And that's the correlation, you know? That's the correlation. I'm so grateful and happy in my life because I've reconnected with the world. I've reconnected with myself. I've reconnected with all this stuff. I understand who I truly am, where I want to truly be, and having a sense of direction in myself, which is one of the most beautifulest things you can have, is a sense of direction in yourself. And I want you lot to just take a step away from these modern day apps. This is the value in this video. Take a step away from these modern day apps. Start connecting with nature. Start getting in the gym, working out. Start meditating a bit. Start truly understanding yourself. Start truly understanding who you want to be and understanding the situation you're in. And understanding it's only you who can change the situation you're in, you know? And understand who you want to be, where you want to be, the person you want to be, the position you want to be in. And understand how you can change that scenario. And start applying it. And then you're going to find a lot of answers in yourself. And you're going to see a lot of growth in yourself, which is a beautiful thing. Because I'm only 7-8 months into this. And I've seen so much growth in myself. And I'm so grateful for myself overall. And I've seen a lot of growth in myself. And it's a beautiful thing when you start experiencing growth in yourself. When you see yourself doing better, feeling better, looking better, having better interactions with people, being a version of yourself you're actually proud of. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing, and I don't want you lot to neglect that. I really don't. I don't want you lot to neglect that. I want you lot to truly find who you are, who you want to be. And it can be different through all different people. Everyone can be different. But I want you to truly understand who you can be. And just take a step away from these apps where you're only giving to them, giving them money, giving them things, giving them attention, what a lot of them want. And start reconnecting with the world, reconnecting with yourself, and reconnecting who you truly want to be. Meditation, journaling, all these things, and just start taking a bit of time away from it and understanding who you are, especially if you're younger as well. Especially as a teenager, I grew up on these apps all the time, and it's crazy when I think about that now because I barely use them. Like literally, I'll go on them every now and again for like 2 minutes, and then delete it again. And I barely use them, and I understand the effect it has on your mental health. I really do. And it's negative. It really is negative. But when you take a step back and you understand yourself, understand who you want to be, understand who you see yourself as in the future, and you understand what you have to do for that, better in your situation, better in your mental health, meditation, journaling, all these things, getting out in nature like this is really calming and relaxing, and it feels amazing. And like I said, this is after work as well, so automatically a lot of times you feel tired, drained, and I feel a little bit, but I feel good as well. It's a beautiful thing when you disconnect from these modern day distractions, these modern day technologies that are made to hook you, that are made to leverage your attention, and are made to fucking take from you. And it's a beautiful thing when you take away from that and give back to yourself, because the more you give to them, the more you're losing of yourself. And that's the message in this video. The more you give to them, even though you might be getting an element of enjoyment out of it straight away, you're kind of taking away from yourself over time. Because if you're giving hours and hours and hours of that, day by day by day by day, and then over a period of years, that's going to add up. That's going to add up. And I've done that before. I've already done that before. So I'm essentially a hypocrite in the past tense, but I'm not a hypocrite now, you know? And that's the message in this video overall. Take a step away and understand who you truly want to be, and start getting out, working on yourself, getting in a gym, meditation, journaling, the things I preach, you know, and see how your life changes. Maybe do it for a week, 2 weeks, and see how your life changes, and see if you want to go back to the other habits. And that's the message in this video. I hope you lot got a lot of value in this video. Like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for all love recently. It means the world. Thank you.